Okay, the tool I wanted to show is called Quizziz. So the website is quizziz.com, and this is something that you can use in class to have kids use technology to answer questions and to compete with each other for the high score. So we're going to get started. I already have an account, so I'm going to log in. I'm going to log in with Google so I can use my school's credentials. Okay, so now you will see what my profile looks like, and first I'll run you through how to create a Quizziz, and then we'll talk about all the features that you have. So we're going to create one, and let's say I wanted to do something on similarity for geometry. And we'll make sure we spell that right for geometry class. Now, you can click the plus sign here and type in your own question. You can add an image or audio or an equation. You can type an equation, and you can enter in answers as an equation, text, or an image, and you can have at least 2 options, but you can add up to 5. What I honestly do most of the time is I use the teleport feature, and what that does is it brings other already created quizzes that talk about the same topic. And this way, someone's already created these. Let's not reinvent the wheel. So I can look through and see our similarity, and look over here to see what kind of questions they have. So it seems like the first couple questions here are all about vocabulary and such. And down here they actually have some pictures. And let's say, alright, I don't like any of these. I can go over here and find another one, and I can go down and keep going. If I find a question I like, you know what? We're studying triangle similarity, so let's add that one. Write a similarity statement. Alright, we can add that one. Have a reason? So let's say I really wanted to just do triangle similarity. I can go back up here and search for triangle similarity, and now my results change a little bit. So I can add these questions, add these questions that I like. Now let's see, I've added enough questions now. Typically I add more, but for the sake of time, let's just go with these. Now, with each question, you see there's a timer. That's how long a student gets on that specific question. You can click and change it 5 seconds all the way up to 15 minutes. Or if you want to make it the same amount of time for all of them, over here, you can set it to 5 minutes, and then all of them are changed to 5 minutes. Let's say you didn't want to have 4 answer choices, or you wanted to add another answer choice. We can edit the question, and just like the previous screen, you can add another option and type that in, or get rid of an option. Alright, so now that this is done, over here you can add some other things if we wanted to make it 9th to 11th grade, and I can add an image for it. You don't really have to. You can align to standards if you really want to do that. Find your state over here. They don't have all the states yet, but they do have Common Core, and then NGSS for science and for social studies. Sorry, science again. So let's finish. And now over here, there's a couple options that we can choose from. We can do a live game where it's done in class, and then everyone can see how everyone's doing. We can do it as homework, where students get a certain amount of time to complete it, and they do it on their own. or we can do a practice run so that we can see what it's like. I'm going to do a practice so you can see what this is like. So we can set a timer, memes, power-ups, which allows students to get double points, or maybe and 2 of the multiple choice go away. We can also have the question read aloud. So let's play. And you can see I can click on any of these and move on. Alright, we're gonna exit that. So let's go back to the teacher dashboard. Just wanted to show you that. My quiz is over here. Here's my similarity one that we were working on. So when you do all these things, you get reports, and you can see how your students have done. So over here, reports, you can see how many we've done one for homework, we've done one for live. Now the cool thing about going live, I don't want to show a report because that includes student names and all that, but the cool thing about going live is that, let me make sure the volume is down. We go live, you can do it as a team. Scores are grouped by teams, and you can tell how many teams you want. The advanced setting, name factory. I love the name factory so that no one says, oh, so-and-so is the top score and start picking on them, or so-and-so is the lowest score and stop picking on them. The name factory just randomizes names for students, but on your end, on the reports screen, you still get to see how a specific student did by their real name. Show answers in-game. You have options here to, when a student clicks an answer, that it won't show them if it's right or wrong. It will say, hey, you got it right, or no, you got it wrong, or you got it wrong and this is the correct answer. I usually go with the validate because I don't want someone to get it wrong and then tell everyone else what the correct answer is. Power-ups, like I said before, gives them kind of incentive and strategy to use to get the most points. Timer, so that they see how many seconds or minutes they have. Shuffle the questions and answer choices. I like this so that everyone's question number 1 is not the same, and that even if 2 students are on the same question, the answer choice A is not the same A for the other students. So I like these parts the most. The memes, you can kind of put some funny stuff there. Redemption questions. If a student gets a question wrong, it gives them a chance to answer it correctly to redeem themselves. The classic one is just fun. Same options down here. It's fun to do this one because they're on their own. They can use their notes, but they can also ask me for help. You can assign these to Google Classroom as well. You can see my Google Classroom classes are here, so I can say, alright, I'm just going to do it for my Algebra 2 kids or just my Geometry kids. The test mode, the one thing I like about test mode is that they have to log in. And I like that because it forces them to use their Google account through school, so everything matches up on the report screen with their real name. So I don't have to try to translate their fake name into their real name. It automatically uses their real name. You do get this, you do get that option in here as well. How many times, you think, why do you limit it to 3 times, or why not have it just 1 time? I limit it to 3 because sometimes mistakes happen where the students get kicked out of the game, and if I have it on 1, they can't log back in. So I figure 3 times, that's enough for them to figure things out. If I do unlimited, then look, they don't have to sign in with their school Gmail account, and I don't want that. I want them to have to do those. So I say 3 attempts. I guess you could go to 5. It wouldn't matter. So that's kind of a basic overview of Quizziz Again, it's something that I really enjoy using in my classes. The kids enjoy it too. The biggest benefit I see is that if they're on their phones playing this game, they're not on their phones texting friends or on social media. So I hope that this was useful to you guys and that um, start small. Try an 8 question one and see how it goes. The first time you use it, it will not go the way you envision. Just roll with the punches and figure out what went wrong and how to do it better next time. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.